What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another late night, another epic, another one into the catalog. And for today, no Big Willie, so we're going pretty quickly. But this film was recommended to me. It has been a film that I've been meaning to watch just based on the stills, and actually mainly just based on the stills. This film looks incredible just based on where it's, located. What I know the film is going to be about, it makes me very excited to see this film. We're going to be watching 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, a 1954 with Sir Kirk Douglas. So I'm excited. You've probably watched this, or this might be even your first time. Either way, I'm excited to watch it with you. And yeah, without any further delay, let's get into this film. Because, Captain, we are Ego. A monster on the loose. I like that we opened with the same, structure device with the book. Interesting to see this is a Walt Disney Presents film.
I say there ain't no monster.
Wow. What a, transition. I don't think that was a miniature ship.
Tell him about its teeth, Billy.
As big as a mainsail, I swear it. And its breath, its breath was like a furnace.
Oh, you got a pretty strong breath yourself, measy talking friend.
At this point, it's just an old man with a crazy old story.
Halfway around the world from Paris, and now this happens.
There's nothing we can do about it.
No, except...
The professor's gonna need somebody to go out. And I'm assuming it will be that sailor, Kirk Douglas.
Well, could such a creature destroy a ship or drag it under?
Well, it might, if it were big enough.
Don't you bring
Yeah,
that?
who would know? We don't know what's underneath the ocean except for James Cameron.
I knew it. Living horrors of the deep were described today by Professor Aronnax of the Paris National Museum. Why?
No, wow, way to dramatize the whole situation, and really good sketch.
Your observations will greatly influence public opinion, and we can either confirm or deny certain rumors.
I knew it. Concerns the monster.
Is that true? Very much so.
If it is true, America wants the credit for being on the board of this discovery.
And I might add that he has some rather strong ideas on the subject of sea monsters.
You mean that his mind is not open?
Most emphatically not.
Okay, so the expedition will probably open, whoever's mind this is, the captain.
For the first month, we steamed in circles, crossing and recrossing our course. There was no sign of our quarry.
At this point, they would go for anything, like just to find something to make up for the time spent. They're amused even by the slightest, inclination of something that could be it.
Well, I don't feel justified in wasting further time. My decision stands. We'll set you ashore in Saigon. Gentlemen?
I think just before it ends, something is gonna happen. Something has to happen.
We love a tale and it's all true. I swear by my tattoo.
What talent this man has.
Swear by my tattoo. Ahoy!
Just when, all the mood is merry, something's gonna happen.
Or could it be that something struck the ship?
What do you mean, something struck her?
You mean in the monster, ain't you, mate?
Ah, it might be the monster, all right.
If it is, they're in the periphery.
I must insist, Professor, that you keep these fish stories to yourself. On deck!
floating object off the larboard quarter!
After 3 months, still a closed mine. It's interesting, the monster at first I thought looked a lot like a submarine with just these lime eyes. It does sound like a machine. Whoa.
Hang on!
Did Professor jump to save himself or out of excitement?
Look, Professor, there's something over there.
What is it?
Whoa.
I know it.
Wow, just to be under the sea for that long. Well, floating in the sea, but then just the fog to reveal this hidden thing.
Is anyone aboard?
It seems deserted.
I think we are asking for trouble, Professor.
The expedition must go on. Let's see what's inside.
There is great genius behind all this.
Yes, and great evil. Don't forget this. This is an engine of destruction.
An agent of destruction. It does have like a steampunk type of, atmosphere.
Look at this.
Wow. Okay. Who created this? Where are they from? This looks intricate. Interesting. The pistols on the top left. It does look like it's, manly operated.
Cook's day off, too.
Let me call a professor.
Pot's steaming, so somebody must be there.
I didn't think I'd ever see you again. What is it?
Burial ceremony under the sea.
Whoa. Okay, they look like expedition men as well. Or women, but it almost looks so futuristic. Oh, it's a burial. An underwater burial. Wow, what a shot. I like that we just flipped from, into the ocean looking inside at the professor and we don't hear any sound. And those were quite some shots. I really appreciate that they're all underwater. They all look like normal people, except where are they from?
Sink that longboat!
Interesting to see everybody is wearing a uniform of sorts, so they have their own sort of crew going on. I don't know why, but he seems like a rogue expeditionist, or some of the sort, but he seems rogue.
I did not invite you here. You came as an enemy to destroy me.
But that is not true. They've done no harm.
Look, don't...
As an enemy to destroy him, as opposed to the professor who's here purely for curiosity's sake and like exploration.
I have done with society for reasons that seem good to me. Therefore, I do not obey its laws.
But I am as guilty as they are.
That was interesting. I do not obey their laws. Okay, so what is his whole motivation?
Professor, I regret your choice. Take him up.
What an ultimatum. It's either the secrets of the depths of the sea or the lives of the apprentice and the master harpooner.
3 degrees down.
Oh, he's just spearheading them straight into the ocean until they cannot breathe, probably. I will admit, that's a great shot in terms of the point of view.
Take them all below and confine them to quarters. I found out what I wanted to know.
Okay. I like that. I found out what I wanted to know. Goes to him, and then it goes to the harpooner. So clearly the harpooner has a major, element into his future plans.
And I'd advise you not to attempt escape. You understand your position?
Well, I don't know, Captain. Prisoner has a right to escape, hasn't he?
That is correct.
Are they a prisoner? Well, they are in probation.
These dishes come entirely from my ocean kitchen. There is nothing here of the earth.
How remarkable. This tastes like
So all
veal.
seafood, I'm assuming.
You're not finished, are you?
Well, just the main course. Pass the cream, mate, huh?
Whatever the main course is.
Hey, you mean we're getting off this submarine?
For a brief hunting expedition.
Well, that suits me fine. Me too. When do we start, mate? Captain?
Almost immediately. These two will join the expedition. Will you prepare them?
Aye, sir.
It's fascinating that Captain Nemo has almost, completely changed his culture, his entire, idea of, what it means to live underwater, changing even his food.
I may have use for such misplaced devotion.
Misplaced?
It comforts me to know that your life was not too dear a price to pay for love of your fellow men.
Misplaced devotion, so he has a twisted sense of, priorities.
We do our hunting and farming here.
Underwater?
The sea supplies all my wants.
Fine way to go hunting.
The seas supply all my wants. What can you want? What more do you want on Earth that you have to buy for with money when everything underwater is free? I will admit, just getting into that small little hole already seems so nerve-wracking. To go into it and be released into the deep blue sea. He doesn't want to go. Of course they would have their tridents.
It's a new experience for them. They'll learn quickly.
They will learn quickly, almost like you have to relearn how to walk in unfamiliar territory. Clearly we know who's the professor. That's such a great shot. I'm horror. I don't want. Oh boy.
And I felt as the first man to set foot on another planet. An intruder in this mystic garden of the deep.
Mystic Garden of the Deep. Okay, so at least we know that Professor, by the end of this whole expedition, comes out and writes a book, which is, I'm assuming, the narration.
I could only marvel at his ingenuity and envy him his rule over this forgotten reach of nature.
Well, as you said, completely self-sufficient, and he has created an entire sort of ecosystem around being able to feed himself, literally a roof over his head, a submarine over his head, and so on and so forth. So we'll see. We don't necessarily know how long Captain Nemo has been in this situation. It is sort of sad, though, to see the underwater, like the fish, their ecosystem be, used for man's benefit. Even this turtle, look at this poor turtle. Again, that where they are currently might be a ship that, the Captain Nemo might have sunk. So, who knows what they'll find. I'm assuming they immediately think of, hidden treasure. Too heavy for the table. Literally booty. But there's the lurking whatever outside the ship, so that's something to pay attention to. Oh boy, a shark. Shark. Is the booty more important? Ooh, fantastic. What a great, way to intercut. I didn't even know if the shark and, the two of them would have been in frame, but they made it happen.
Captain, we left a treasure out there. A whole chest of gold, silver, and dollars.
He doesn't even seem surprised.
You place an absurd value on the cheapest of human commodities. Aboard the Nautilus, we use such baubles for ballast.
Yeah, he has run through everything. The cheapest commodity.
Crying wasted.
Well, we know what has him excited, but this is not the best reputation to have for the professor that his two, confidants are out for booty.
Look at the trouble you got into wandering off that way. Why did you do it?
Ask him. He went with me.
Well, that was scientific interest. I had no idea he was after treasure.
Of course. A sunken ship, what do you expect?
We could take this thing over, we'd be rich. I'd have a ship of my own, and you wouldn't have to be starving along on a professor's pay.
Starving alone on a professor's pay? How much were they paid back then?
I've yet to see the day you can make a deal with a mad dog. So while you're feeding him sugar, I'll be figuring a plan to muzzle him.
Which is probably what's gonna happen by the end.
What do you mean by that?
I just think that Ned values his life above scientific achievement, that's all.
His life means nothing. Nor does mine or yours compared to what's behind all this.
Okay, now he sounds like Captain Nemo. He just contradicted himself for the very reason why he saved the confidants, like his two men. He contradicts himself to the point where he's like, I need to know what Captain Nemo knows. So beautiful, so beautiful. What a way to open up the imagination in terms of discovering the underwaters in this skillet of a submarine.
There was much to occupy me.
Well, that's the first creation of some underwater instrumentation with underwater materials. It's almost like the apprentice understood why he was going for it.
Cute, isn't she?
They don't buy him just being here out of the ordinary.
It was apparent that Captain Nemo had discovered what mankind has always sought, the veritable dynamic power of the universe. This secret alone gave him mastery of the sea.
Wow. Wow is all I have to say. Like lighthouse is the first thing I thought of.
But when one day he asked me to go ashore with him, I felt at long last I was to have my answer.
He is the real discovery. And now they're 10,000. So that's just perfect. We're almost at the halfway point. Now we have another half. Another 10K.
Volcania. Sounds remote.
Remote and useful. It was there that we built the Nautilus. You will have the privilege of seeing all this at first hand. When our mission is completed, the Nautilus is going home.
Interesting. Interesting motivation to escape. Interesting motivation to want to be away from the tyranny of men. Very interesting way of, portraying him in a very gothic sense like this. monstrosity of a man that came from hurt and wants just to be left in peace. But by the intrusion of men, he has become a villain. I like the fin in the back. It actually makes it look like a sea creature. But even just to be inside when he's planning an attack, it's not what he wants to do, but it's something he almost has to do. This seems to be like the beginning of the film. It's a dream, it's a dream. It has to be a dream. Oh, it's not. Because I was under the assumption they pulled so close to his eyes. But just great shot to see from the underneath of the ship explode. And the, like, complete run-through.
All those men, they didn't even have a chance.
They were sailors. Same as me. Slaughtered by that monster you're trying to make friends with.
Hopefully the professor will have a conscience now.
Damage report, sir. Rudder and starboard diving planes disabled.
Muster a repair party. We'll make temporary repairs here.
Aye, sir.
Such good framing. Because the professor is just the same as Nemo, except Nemo goes there.
There are the assassins, the dealers in death. I am the avenger.
Is murder a right reserved for that hated nation? It has taken everything else from me, everything but my secret, the secret of my submarine boat and the energy that propels it. They tried. They cast me into prison, and when they failed...
That's it. He thinks he's an avenger.
It is not your place to judge. You don't know anything about the captain.
It almost seems like the professor is going back and forth. The more we, we understand that Nemo is evil, the more we figure out his motivation, the humanity in his hate.
Yeah, I got a plan.
Well?
Trouble is, it won't work. I can't figure how they navigate this barge. Nothing's written down, no courses, no bearings, nothing.
It's all in the science. It's all in the science.
Hey, this is Nemo's cabin.
He does do right well for himself.
Okay, I'm assuming now they're going to know some secrets.
Look, get me those calipers, quick. Let me see if I can work this out now. Longitude.
Just at the most opportune times, the seal comes.
Complete repairs at base.
Let's go.
Resume speed at 50 fathoms.
Resume speed at 50 fathoms.
Something is aloof.
Dump them in the sink, all of them. I just want the bottles.
But you can't do that. These are priceless.
Oh, he's going to be sending a message to somebody.
I don't like bashing anybody, but you had it coming, lad.
And I thought we were friends.
Sure we're friends.
What a partnership.
I swallowed it.
There was a flabellina oculina in there. Poor thing.
Whatever that means. It's gotta work. It's gotta work.
Astern, full!
Ooh, that can't be good.
Professor, we're off the coast of New Guinea. Would you like to go ashore?
No, thank you. The last time we went ashore, it was a prelude to murder.
Check for leaks.
Aye, sir.
throwing away a chance like that? The professor's losing his ballast.
Well, he kind of is. Like, he's almost dead set on his, like, his new book or whatever discovery, getting to know more about Nemo. Except now there's almost seems to be a friction between them.
Why, for years the professor and I have been working together.
And I can row, sir. Got a strong back.
And a strong desire to escape.
Who, me? I'm no deserter. Happy to be aboard, sir.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Ah, that's pretty cool how the boat just detached from it so seamlessly. Oh boy, does it feel good to see. It feels good to see the trees again.
I'll make it all right. And I'll have every gunboat in the Navy hunting old Nemo. Just wait, we'll be laughing about this, having a drink together in Frisco.
Good luck, Ned.
And Ned is all about it. Oh, Captain Nemo wasn't lying. Oh, an army is coming for him really quick. Oh boy, and they're shooting arrows and throwing spears. Wow, it's an all-out invasion. Hey, how cool of them to fit right in.
Close the hatch!
I'll give the commands on this boat, Mr. Land. Stand aside.
Aye, sir.
Interesting. I'm assuming Captain Nemo probably knows them. Oh. Wow, how inhumane. He doesn't know them, but he knows how to deal with them. Let's say that. I'm assuming that warship got the message. Wow, what a great shot that was. Wow, just the camera tracking back.
Wait, we are in here! Wait!
Take the wheel.
And boy, does he look composed. Boy, it's like he knew the Millennium Falcon or the Star Trek ship. You know, it's like he knew this inside out from the belly of the ship.
We're deeper now than man has ever been before.
Okay, that in itself is quite exciting. Oh boy, I was wondering why the shot was lingering so long, but what a fantastic reveal. Oh well, for the time being, before it malfunctioned, it did its job.
The only vital spot is directly between the eyes.
40 feet in surfacing, sir.
Stand by.
What a way to, you know, a precursor towards fighting this monster. What? That's fantastic. No, don't do that. What a great shot. Well, how did they do that? It's only befitting that Nemo is at the forefront of it all. Oh, don't tell me he's gonna be taken. No, it seems like Captain Nemo's fate is with, you know, the underwater to be taken down there.
Well, I'll be. Are you hurt bad, mate? What's up? What happened?
Oh boy, look at the cheek. Oh, here we go, the master harpooner. And of all the people who saved Captain Nemo's life, it was a human. As much as he loved it, the ocean nearly killed him. And it goes just to show you, don't mess with anybody's territory, except for what has been given dominion over us. Well, dominion for us.
With the moon above, but we'll never tell, and it's all true, I swear by my tattoo.
One must think, will he have now all the treasure? Will he get any piece of the booty?
Thank you, baby.
That was all one shot.
You know, Esmeralda, you're the only one on this barge understands me. Give us a kiss.
Such a well-trained seal.
But if they did, it's with us smelling like a reef. Huh?
Wow. What a way to capture such a unique animal.
Cover yourself up good. I don't want you to catch cold.
You're kidding me. He knows how to rap. She knows how to rap herself.
Actually, he regrets saving my life as much as I would regret saving his. The only difference is that I wouldn't have tried.
Then it is that difference that gives Ned Land the human dignity you no longer possess.
The good thing to point out, human dignity. At some point, all the metal suddenly removes it.
The power which is still mine. Enough energy to lift mankind from the depths of hell into heaven. Or destroy it. Perhaps then you will feel less inclined to barter such a prize.
Well, there's something about, you know, hinging on the experience that he has been on as opposed to believing that mankind can change.
You up there! We're friends! Don't shoot! We're friends, I tell you! We're the ones that threw the bottles over!
He's ready to... He could be shot.
Every man to his station!
Interesting footwear they have. Oh, just in the nick of time. Before he was about to seek refuge. Oh, beautiful transition there. From above, you know, above the waters to below the ocean.
Professor.
Yes.
In a matter of minutes, an explosion, such as the world has never known, will destroy my island and all its works forever.
What a way to put it all to waste.
When the world is ready for a new and better life, all this will someday come to pass. In God's good time.
He's seeking for the most ideal future. It unfortunately is not what it is right now, but someday it will be in God's good time.
Let's get the skip out and shove off. Hey, Professor, where you going? My journal. The island's gonna blow up any second. I must get my journal.
At all cost. Does it even mean his life to the point where he used to be knocked out? Oh, that's gonna be cool. That's one vantage point to see everything blow up on.
Come on, come on. Hurry. In the boat. Come on.
Of course, how can you forget about Esmeralda? Wow. What an explosion. And Captain Nemo just passes away with one last look at the deep blue sea.
Sorry I had to wallop you, Professor. Wasn't time to stop for souvenirs.
Perhaps you did mankind a service, Ned.
That's twice he has saved someone who otherwise wanted to die.
And when the world is ready for a new, better life, all this will someday come to pass. In God's good time.
I like that, the fact that his last words echoed, because they are beautiful words. Thoughts. This was fantastic, to say the least. So much production value, to say the least. I don't think there's a point where I even saw, you know, any noticeable blue screen, any green screen. Everything was so seamless in between, you know, I'm assuming they had stage productions, miniatures, but everything was so seamless. The fact that we have a story set with one crazed man who was in the bondage of man, escaped, went into the deep blue sea, and, you know, had the vision, had the unction for a better future, you know, but was swallowed by that in the treachery of discovery and all the sacrifices that takes, and all the men that were with him, the many crew, and now the professor, the apprentice, and Ned, the fish out of water when it comes to this whole underwater business, only to have been in there for the sole purpose of a master harpoon, is the one who shows the humanity and not knowing, and not having to think about politics, and not having to think about, you know, any new discovery, to leave things where it is, to love the affection, and to hug tenderly, and to satisfy the hunger of an affectionate woman, you know, whose simple pleasures in life was just to be able to hug a tree, a strum of a guitar, and whatever have you. But Ned is us. Well, for those of us who are not professors, who are not shipbuilders, and you know, out there to trek new areas, you know, I'll be honest, part which I was really blown away from is the underwater, the long, like 10 to 15 minute underwater sequence where they found the treasure, and we had the shark. That just wow. The fact that this was, you know, it was able to have been projected in theaters with that level of production is just impressive beyond words can describe. It's, you know, I've been it's been paining me to get to this film, and, you know, the fact that it's a Walt Disney film, it really surprises me, because this is, you know, I wouldn't really say this is a child's or a kid's film, but, you know, there are some scary elements that could, you know, somehow frighten, you know, younger children. But, you know, the whole squid, I called it octopus, maybe I was wrong, but the whole thing, the cinematography that was there, the whole staging of it, it was immaculate. You know, the slow changing of the professor's mentality to, you know, to want to sacrifice his livelihood for the good of discovery. But what is it all? What is all the, you know, the wisdom and the riches of the world if, you know, they lose their soul to it? And, you know, it's a beautiful ending. You know, everything was for naught, everything was for vain, or was it? Because, you know, we are being retold from the professor's narration, right? So it is a wonderful film. I'm probably talking too much. Let me know. Do you have anything, you know, do you have a nostalgic, you know, past with this film? Did I get anything wrong? Is there anything, you know, interesting about this film? Do let me know. and I always read it. I'm not the earliest in terms of commenting, but I'll read it. So until next time, you know, have a great day, enjoy cinema, and yeah, stay safe. You know what? Until next time, I'll see you. What's up, you cinephiles? Thank you very much for making it to the very end. Me and Big Willie don't take that for granted. We really appreciate you. Now, if you would like to show your support to us, you know what you can do up here. You can smash that button, really just smash it. And you know, if you would like to check out some more content, they're all curated by days up over here and playlists. So, you know what? We hope you're having a great day. Don't crumble and just continue to smile and be a good bastion of cinema.